Morning all and welcome to Bow Specialisation. This is the first episode in a series I am starting called Patchwork. It will cover everything you can expect to happen in a patch or hotfix regarding priests. Therefore, it will conveniently skip any information that is not strictly related to priests or that I do not find interesting. And as such, I do not suggest that you use these videos as your only source of patch and hotfix information. It is always strongly recommended that you read the real patch notes, which are located on WoW's main website. Today's video will cover PTR patch 4.0.6, which will be, quote-unquote, coming to a local public test realm near you. So, what's up with priests? Well, firstly, the duration of Levitate has been increased to 10 minutes, up from 2. This should make fishing on water a little easier. The mana cost of Power Word Fortitude has been reduced by approximately 68%, and Shadow Protection's mana cost has been reduced by approximately 65%. This brings both of them roughly in line with that of Mark of the Wild. The mana cost of Power Word Shield has been increased by approximately 31%, but don't despair, because its effect has been increased by 208%. The final general change is that the mana cost of Renew has been reduced by 24%. A few changes have been made in the discipline tree, all of which are quite nice. Focused Will now proc when the priest is critically hit, in addition to its current effect. The current effect is that it will proc whenever you are the victim of an attack equal to 10% or more of your health pool. The Row 1 Discipline Talent Improved Power Word Shield now also increases the amount absorbed by 15/30% when cast on oneself. And finally, get ready for it, Pain Suppression is no longer dispellable. A handful of holy changes coming up here. Like the Focused Will talent, Blessed Resilience will now proc when the priest is critically hit in addition to its current effect. Its current effect is the same as Focused Will's was. Chakra now lasts 1 minute, up from 30 seconds, making me wonder if there's any point in picking up even 1 point in State of Mind anymore. Desperate Prayer now heals the priest for 30% of their total health pool, up from what Blizzard admits was a very subpar value. Holy Concentration now increases the amount of mana regeneration from Spirit, while in combat by an additional 15/30%. Down from 20/40%. Holy Word Chastise now has a 30-second cooldown, up from 25. In addition, it now properly breaks from damage. Now, I personally didn't see anything wrong with this spell, but hey, the big guys up there did, so we'll see how it goes. Lightwell's health has been increased by 50% for PvP purposes. Serendipity now has a spell alert and floating combat text feedback support. And last, but by no means least, Surge of Light can now also proc from Flash Heal and Greater Heal, and can now also critically hit. Now that's quite a buff. There have also been a few glyph changes, and these are that Glyph of Mindflay will no longer require Shadow Word Pain to be on the target. Glyph of Pain Suppression has been renamed Glyph of Desperation, and now allows Guardian Spirit to be cast whilst stunned in addition to Pain Suppression. Glyph of Psychic Horror now reduces the cooldown of Psychic Horror by 30 seconds, down from 60, and finally, Glyph of Spirit of Redemption has been converted into Glyph of Prayer of Mending, which increases the healing done by the first charge of your Prayer of Mending spell by 60%. The PvP Priest 4-piece set bonus has been redesigned. Now, when Power Word Shield is cast on the priest, movement speed reduction effects are temporarily suppressed for 4 seconds. That summarizes all priest-specific changes in the PTR patch 4.0.6. Though I will make a notable mention of a few other changes I found interesting. The Draenei Racial Gift of the Naru now heals for 20% of the target's maximum health over 15 seconds, rather than a scaling value. Dwarves' Stone Form now reduces all damage taken by 10%, rather than increasing armor by 10%. They also get big. Humans' Every Man for Himself Racial has been reverted back to a 2-minute cooldown. There are others, definitely check out those changes. Warlocks no longer have the Drain Mana spell. It has been removed from the game. And the last change that I find noteworthy is that Bloodlust and associated rip-offs are no longer able to be cast while in arena. I hope you have all had a very good morning and enjoyed the first Patchwork episode. Kind regards, Chad.